unit is your linear models. So we have two topics in this. One is your transportation problem, another is your assignment problem. So first we start with your transportation model or transportation problem. What is your transportation problem? It is a particularly special case of linear programming problem. You have studied it in your lower standard linear programming problem. So in these kind of the problem, we want to transport some products from one place to another place. If we have more than one options of warehouses, or you say destinations, or more than one option of sources, or you say factories, so we have different cost from one factory to other warehouse. So if we go from first factory to first warehouse, cost is different. If we go first factory to second warehouse, cost is different. So our target is to supply the product as minimum as in minimum cost, right? So this is your particularly your introduction of this. Now formulating transportation problem. This is a particular example of linear programming problem I already told you. So suppose for the transportation problem, we should have the following information. Suppose we have the supply point 1, 2 up to M. Suppose we have the M supply points. So first information we require the set of M supply point from which a good is shipped. Supply point I can be supplied at most SI units. That means it is the capacity of that factory, so that it can supply maximum S1 unit. First point has the capacity that this particular point is factory is available or has a capacity to supply S1 number of units. Similarly, supply point 2 means factory 2 has capacity to supply your S2 number of units of products. And similarly, a second information we require is set of N demand points. So these are the warehouse, they have their particular demands. So to which the good is shipped. So demand point J, suppose this first have received or its requirement is your D1 units. Demand point 2, warehouse 2 has requirement is your D2 units. Similarly, DN point has requirement is your DN units. Also, third thing we require, each point produced at supply point I shipped to demand point J require or in occurrence of a variable having some particular cost. If you send product from point 1 to point demand point 1, then it has the cost is called C11. If we supply point 1 to demand point 1, its cost is your C12, and similarly 1n. Similarly, we have the different cost if we supply particular number of unit from your one point, or you say supply point, or you say factory to your warehouse, right? So we made this particular matrix which give us three information. First is your supply point 1, 2, 3 has the capacity, or they can supply maximum number of S1, S2 respectively number of units, right? Similarly, demand of these warehouse or demand point are D1, D2. That means they require minimum number of units D1, D2 respectively for the point or demand point, or you say warehouse, right? Now, if the supply equal to demand, then the problem is called the balance problem. So if it is not same, or it is these are the not equal, then problem is called the unbalanced problem, right? So first we may write your this matrix of transportation problem into a linear programming problem. How we do? So suppose your x11 number of unit we supply from point 1 to demand point 1, obvious with the cost of C11. Similarly, we supply 1 2 unit, we give the variable x12 from your first supply point to demand point 2. So similarly your x1n. Similarly for another supply point m to demand point 1, we supply xm1 number of units. Similarly your xmn number of unit. So if we multiply number of unit with your per unit cost, that is called the total cost. So if we supply point 1 to demand point 1, the total cost of this particular is the product of your this x11 and c11. Similarly from supply point 1 to demand point 2, its cost is your x12 to c12. Similarly we product each these x with your corresponding cost, we get the cost function, that is your Cij Xij. Hope so it's okay. And obvious in a linear programming problem, we have some particular target, that is minimize the cost. So our target here is to minimize this cost. Also we know that we have the supply constraint. That means the first supply point, or you say factory, are able to supply S1 number of units only. So this x11, x12, x13, so plus if we add all these x, this x11, x12, x1n, that should be less than equal to your S1. So or you may say maximum equal to your S1. So first condition is your these all x is equal to S1. For second row it is x21 plus 22 plus your x2n is equal to your S2. Similarly for your all rows we can add your corresponding x, and we this should be equal to respect. Similarly we have the demand constraint also, because factory or your warehouse or demand point 1 require at least D1 unit. Similarly D2 unit or DN unit, we must complete their requirement always, right? So these column wise your x11 plus x21 so on plus xm1 is equal to total demand of your this first point, that is D1. So similarly for the second column, third column, we get the demand constraint, that is your total sum of your column wise units is equal to D. And we know that the number of unit we supply from one warehouse to another warehouse may be equal to 0, but it never be a negative, right? So it should be greater than equal to positive. So this is your matrix system of linear programming problem, or you say the matrix form, right? So So suppose we have the one example. So first example, the PowerCo factory. So PowerCo has the 3 electric power plant that supply needs of 4 cities. So as statements say, each power plant can supply flowing number of kilowatt of electricity. Plant 1 supply 35 million, plant 2 supply 50 million, and plant 3 supply 40 million of electricity. It is its capacity to supply, we say, and the peak power demand of the cities are respectively. It says city 1 demand is 45 million, city 2 demand is 20 million, city 3 demand is 30 million, and city 4 demand is 30 million. The cost of sending 1 million kilowatt per hour of electricity from your plant to city is given in table below. So if you see here the table, it clearly given from plot 1 to city 1, the cost is $8. Plot 1 to city 2, it is $6. Similarly, $10. Similarly, here, $9. So to minimize the cost of the meeting each city peak power demand, formulate the balanced linear programming problem. So balance problem in transportation tabula represent the problem as linear programming model. So here clearly given in a statement, plant 1 has capacity of 35 million. So we may write here 35. That is capacity of your these plants. Right? So these are the capacity. Similarly, plant 2 has the capacity is your 50 as per statement, and plant 3 has capacity is your 40 million. And similarly, your peak power demand, the requirement of city wise is also given. That is in a statement, it is 45 for city 1, 20 for city 2, 30 for city 3, and similarly 30 for city 4 respectively. So if we assume that we supply X11 unit plant 1 to city 1, similarly your X12 unit from plant 1 to city 2, similarly X13 unit from plant 1 to city 3 respectively. So similarly you say your X21, 22, 23 and 24, similarly 31, 32, 33 and 34 unit we supply from plant 1 to city 1. So if you supply X11 units, so the cost of X11 unit, number of unit per million. So number of million kilowatt per unit produced at plant I sent to city J. So that cost, this work per unit cost of $8. So the product of this 8 into X11 is total cost of supplying plant 1 to your city 1. Similarly, X12 to your 6 per dollar is cost. Similarly, we multiply the cost with corresponding number of units. We get the total cost, or our target is to minimize this cost. Now we know that the plant 1 capacity is your 35, plant 2 capacity is your 50, plant 3 capacity is your 40. So if we row wise add the number of unit, that is x11, 12, 13 and 14, that should be equal to, because we want to send the complete this, so that capacity should be your 35. Similarly, second row wise, if we add 21, 22, 23, 24, this should be 50. Third row, that is should be 40. Similarly, column wise, if we go column wise, so it should be for first column, it should be 45. That means the we've fulfill the capacity of first city, that is x11, 21, 31 is your 45. Correspondingly, your similarly your second column, third column or fourth column. And we know that the number of units supply never be a negative, so it should be greater than equal to your 0. So xij should be greater than equal to 0. So this is your the formulation of your transportation problem in linear programming model, right? So further, if you see in this particular example, your sum of this capacity is your 125, and also the demand requirement of your these cities is also 125. So if these are the same 125 as in this particular example, this problem is called the balance problem. So we always work on your balance problem, but if problem is not balanced, we try to convert that into a balance problem. So how we do that? So balancing and unbalanced problem, transportation problem. So one more thing is maybe your supply is more, demand is less. So if your supplies exceed the demand, we can balance a transportation problem by creating a dummy demand. And similarly, if we unmeet the demand, that means the demand is more but supply is less. In that case, we use the dummy supply point. In that case, we add that dummy supply point. How we do this, we can discuss in below. Suppose this is your problem. We have the 3 plant and 4 cities. So if you see here, the sum of these is your 125, but sum of these up to here 46 plus 20 is 60, plus 30 is 90, plus 30 is your 120. So here demand is 120. So if, because in this particular example for the understanding, I say take the demand is 120 and supply is your 125. So to balance these, we require 5 more units. So we add here one dummy variable in your column. If we demand is less, we add one column that is called dummy city, and we cost to supply from all plant to this dummy city is 0, and we add your 5 unit we require to send, so that it become 125 plus 5 is 125, 120 plus 5 is 125, so that we can balance our problem. So similarly, if you are, we have unmeet our demand. So if demand is more but supply capacity is less, for example, in given example, so if we add 50 plus 20 plus 30 plus 30, this is your 130. But if add, look this up to here, so here it is 125. So we are with 5 unit less capacity, so we needed to add 5. So we add 5 by adding your one more plant 4, you may say, with cost of supplying from plant cost to city 1, 2, 3 is 0. These dummy we just add to balance your problem. Now you see your problem is balanced because the supply and demand total sum is your 130 only. right? So I'm stopping here, and in the next lecture we can study some methods to solve transportation problems.